Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together. Try to calm your mind. I'm not awake enough for this. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god, that's insane. What is up, everyone? It is me, OC, JRPG Junkie, and welcome back to more Metaphor Refantazio. When we last left off, we did some social link stuff. We got to learn that Stroll's home village, some of the survivors made it to Grand Trad, and well, they're extremely poor and looked down upon, and there's one guy allegedly kind of sort of helping them, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but he won't give them housing, so we went to go ask him to give him housing, and he was like, no, get away from me, you weirdos. Actually, he was a lot nicer about it than that, but he was still kind of a piece of shit, and was like, no, they gotta work for housing just like anybody else. So there was that, and we also did some quests or some social stats for Brigitte. I always confuse the two names. A beautiful girl, and we're taking care of her dog. Yes, and we learned how she got the dog. It was a stray that she found, and she felt pity on it, but she hates the dog for some reason, which I don't believe. I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird scenario. But we learned that she was also poor and came from nothing, and and all of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, we did make it to Fortin's announcement, which pretty much he announced everything that we already knew, which was the that you can't kill somebody because the former king will kill you and stop you and whatever, and the whole, like, anybody can become the new king and all of that. We already knew all that, but the one thing he did leave this key piece of information out, was if you were to duel somebody and they were to accept it, this is something that we learned from that girl when he was talking to them, or when she was talking to them, excuse me, that it should be okay and you can kill the other person. That's what the assumptions, but he left that part out. So we made it back here, and after the announcement, and we learned Maria's gone. Yeah, she just up and left. So now we're going to go find out where she is. So today we are doing story. So I think personally that she made it to the Grand Cathedral. That's where I think she is. I will say I quite enjoyed the side stuff so far, like the social stuff. The only thing is, and I brought this up before, I hate doing the voice acting stuff. I think it's kind of cringe. But yeah. So I think Maria's got to be around here, and maybe she's in the maybe she's in the cemetery. Let's see. Despite the danger, I guess it's still open. We could pay their graveside respects. If there's anything we could do. Anyways, let's head back. Gallica, are you serious right now? Are you kidding me? That's what she probably is. Are you stupid?
What should I do?
She's probably gonna go find a daddy, and the daddy was dead down there. Maybe they assumed that, like, you were supposed to kind of sort of find a path. I don't know.
How to handle this?
Gallica, you're not gonna help me. I asked for your help. Gallica, why don't you come up with any brilliant ideas? I'm the one who's always coming up with stuff. What the hell is this shit? Where do you think where would she go? Talk to some of these guys. Oh, here we go. We could just talk to this guy. Oh, Maria. You mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where was she headed? Stairs north of Sunshade Road, by the general store. Didn't look to be running an errand, though. The general store. You might find someone else who saw her if we head over there. Really? I bet I know where this is gonna end, and I swear to God, if this is where it's gonna end, in the graveyard, Gallica, I am gonna kill you. I swear on everything. I am going to kill you, because I'm the one who said she's probably by the graveyard. All right, let's see.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hey!
So we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Gallica, that is such a stupid question. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. What? What? Gallica, there's a lot of little girls. You couldn't be more specific than just, hey, I'm looking for a little girl. Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes, I did see her. She was muttering Papa and looking all sad. I saw her go through the back. I know where this is going. Could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral? Gallica, I told you. I fucking told you. You little, stupid ferret. I hate you. Why don't you listen to me?
How did I wind up here?
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked. I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Oh, here we go. You know, Gallica, had I just gone into the graveyard and gone in, this wouldn't have been a problem, right? I would have found her instantly.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here? Let's go home. Everyone's worried. What the hell? I know what we're doing. Everyone's worried about you. Let's
Everyone
go
was
home.
worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely.
I'm not gonna be the one to say it.
One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again, hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely.
Oh,
The loneliest it's ever been.
oh, here we go.
But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? What, is it my fault?
Oh shit.
I really did my best to be a good girl, but
Sorry, I didn't mean to click the button. That's not why. It's not your fault. It's our fault. It's not our fault. Let's keep that real. I can just say nothing. I'm not gonna be cruel, alright? This is a really good scene. That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him.
I'm gonna put this on auto so we can all enjoy.
We couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
Don't worry, it'll work. It'll all no. I gotta be serious for this scene, okay? Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay.
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you.
I'm not that nice.
Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
That actually breaks my heart. Oh. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe.
Oh, you had me worried sick.
It was a very good scene, by the way. I know we're continuing on, but you know, the one thing that Atlas has always done well, and they did it with Persona 3 Reload with, oh my god, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. It's been a while since I played P3. The kid who joins the party. They seem to write these emotional moments incredibly well, where you can just. I noticed it very much in this game. Obviously, I noticed it in P3, but like even more so in this game, where you feel so much, whether it is sadness or the anger or happiness or, you know, the laughing or whatever it may be. The emotions that this game makes you feel is really well done. Like, dead serious, this game has some of the best dialogue that makes you feel the way the characters feel. Not many games do that nowadays. They ham-fist certain things, you know, whether that be ideologies or emotions that aren't necessary to the story at the time. And certain games, when they nail it really well. This game has nailed it. Another example of a game that nailed it was like Baldur's Gate 3. You know, when a game hits it, they hit it hard. It's a home run. And this is a home run.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to gain it.
And that's kind of what the point I brought up was. They said one thing, but they didn't mention the other thing. My guess was they were bringing this up so people fight with each other in order to, and kind of, I wouldn't say kill each other off. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the motive behind it, but there obviously is some ulterior motive as to why they said the things that they said while leaving out other things. But then again, if I think about it logically, if they're looking to have people kill each other off for the throne, they wouldn't have brought up the first part about the king stopping them, and they would have brought up the duel thing, like, oh, you guys can duel each other, or they would have brought up, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm trying to think logically and think like a writer.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you?
You know what, Stroll? You know what? I should be used to this shit from everybody now. Everybody wakes me. It's fucking ridiculous. I fucking hate all of you.
Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together. Try to calm your mind. I'm not awake enough for this. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god, that's insane. to calm your mind,
Try
bro.
to calm your mind. Don't be so tense.
Oh, I wish I could pick that other one. I'm not going to be that rude, though.
Fair enough. I suppose if I have any real weaknesses, it's that I don't know how to relax.
If it was Gallica, I'd say that to her, but it's Stroll. Stroll's the homie.
That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around?
Oh, here we go with the book again.
Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it? Can't. Jesus, this is such a rude. Why are all these dialogues options have fucking the most like rude fucking comments you can think of? You're the homie. I'm not gonna ask you if you can fucking read. You
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe.
God. Oh, I'm like tearing up. That was so funny. Oh, here we go. We got more lore. I'm good with this. I'm glad they give me
Interesting.
pictures because I can't read.
It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves.
Well, I guess that depends on what country, right?
One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions.
God, this is the most unrealistic story I've ever heard in my life.
Couldn't be further from reality, could it?
Nope.
We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you.
What discussion? You were the one who was talking the entire time. I didn't say shit. I've just been sitting here listening to you talk and yap for fucking 15 minutes about how your race is insensitive and all this other shit, and how this utopia could be real, but it ain't. And you've been talking. There was no discussion here.
I've been so fixated on killing Luis.
Oh, you're still talking. Okay.
Maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance.
Great. Now I can sleep too.
Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Oh, wait, I'm actually asleep. Yes. Oh, that's fantastic. That's funny. That's good.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
Oh, we got more story. I wasn't sure what was going to happen
To
next.
choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Oh. I think I know what's going to happen.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne.
I wonder if this was the... I want to hold my thought, but I think that my original thought was correct.
Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. slay a monster plaguing our fair people, and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time.
Okay.
Biggest find takes the win.
Exciting.
Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Now I understand what's happening. Okay. So, I still don't know why he didn't tell them about the dueling part. Maybe they're gonna get to that. But he's hoping that these people do kill themselves, or get themselves killed. I was somewhat right about that.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius's personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
Well, good thing this is a video game because, you know, video game logic states that that piece of paper is somewhere, you know, because though the antagonist is a bad guy and he's pretty intelligent, he's not intelligent enough to destroy the paper.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
Yeah, so I definitely think I have the right mindset about this, and that's exactly what's going on. Forden wants people to get themselves killed, and either maybe claim the prize themselves. I don't know, but that's my thinking.
Do you think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
Yeah, Gallica, but
in the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
Yeah, something like that.
Bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an Elder, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We enter the tournament for the throne. We get the people's attention. We make Luis come to us. None of these are funny, so we're just gonna enter the tournament.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
Yeah, I was. Were you even listening to me? I just said, Gallica, let's enter the tournament of the throne. Are your ears clogged or something?
Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
Yeah, Gallica. You see, Stroll gets it.
This
Wait, why
could
am
be
I
just
questioning?
the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
Gallica, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
Gallica, you're a rude-ass bitch.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Not you, right? It ain't you. You don't fight in the party. You just sit there and just say nothing. And then sometimes you're like, oh, this person has a weakness to this. Like, you don't do shit, Galaga. Why do you care? Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Well, it was my idea. It's for Maria. It's fucking fate.
No point fighting my fate.
That's right.
Your courage is admirable.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words Prince spoke to me in his youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Galaga, do I have to even say anything? You're still going to sit there and tell me, no, you can't go here. You can't do this. Are you awake? We should talk. Blah, 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 blah. Your idea is stupid. Da-da-da. And I'm always right, Galaga. I'm always right. Okay? All right? You have no reason to speak on anything.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Yeah, this is a real bad idea. I don't know if me being the king is really smart, but okay. I inherited Grius' journal. Okay.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger?
You're right. You're right. I should not do anything.
Listen to me.
I don't
want you
care
going
who's
down
king.
the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I'll admit I'm nervous. I have to carry this honestly. Am I really set off? Yes. Yes, I am.
Yes. I've got a job to do.
Familiar words.
Are you sad, Fabian? Are you sad I'm leaving? It's okay. I'll be back.
I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
Well, why don't you come with us? And wait. Hold on. What you mean by that? I'm just curious. You know what? Never mind. Why don't you just come with us? You might, awaken like some sort of power in yourself, just like us. You're kind of cool looking. I don't know. I'm just saying.
What's the competition?
None of your business, Maria.
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king.
Should we really be telling her this?
The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
Thank you.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Excuse me? That's the plan. I'll never... I'll never... Yes. I'll never actually succeed. You guys are putting way too much faith
I'll
in me.
never actually succeed, though.
Oh, impossible, is it? As impossible as a castle floating in the sky?
She's got you there.
Bro, that's not that funny, man.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
That's exactly what it means, man. Okay, all right. I won't. I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
Stroll, you were the last person who should be telling Maria anything about coming back, okay? Like, don't you remember last time we did this?
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you. We'll meet
We'll
again.
see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering. I'm not a kid. I'm asking the questions here, buddy. Listen, Buster. Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm asking the questions here.
Did I just hear you right, mate?
Yeah, sure. Yes, you fucking did. You heard me right, all right? Take your fucking penis helmet off and let's fight, all right? We're gonna throw.
Don't make him mad. You're gonna make this more difficult.
Gallica, you shut up too, all right? I'm the one asking questions here. All right, Gallica, who put you in charge? You already just told me I'm in charge.
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it,
Oh boy.
weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
Nah, man, that wasn't me. That was a different elder.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
What are you gonna do? Try to kill me? Right? You heard what Forden's proclamation said. You try that and you're dead.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Is one of those monsters Char? That looks like Char from Gundam. Yeah, that's definitely Char.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
That's what she said.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here!
Are you lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
And who's that?
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper.
That
Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
That looks like the guy who was in the Forden's like panel, right? A little bit.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa! You have any idea who that is?
Man, what the hell? What? Who the fuck are you? Who the hell are you? What, you got a dog? Is that a leopard print jacket? There's gauges in your ear and your purple hair. You look like you should be complaining on Twitter right now.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that.
Bro looking like Marilyn Manson trying to tell me that he's gonna make short work of me. You can't be for real right now.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Bro, you don't look very kingly type. Like, look at your ass, all right? Are you serious? You can't be for real right now. You got fingerless gloves?
Is that the
What
kind
the
of
fuck?
competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Do you, Stroll?
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Yeah, Gallica, it's pretty simple. Maybe he has...
Maybe this criminal has a really big head?
Come on, that's a stretch. And if he had a gigantic head, you'd think they'd mention it in the contract.
Gallica... Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme?
I am.
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden, a guard captain from Atira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
This guy sounds like P. Diddy.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I don't like bugs,
We have
man.
no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
That's gonna creep me the fuck out, I can already tell you.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
And if this is an Atlas game, those worms are gonna look like penises. I'm just telling you that right now.
But to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
You're not pitiful. We would never laugh. We want to help
Just
you.
want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
All right, I guess we can just go accept the contract. Is there anything else I can do right now? All right, bro, man, what do we got? What a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking about it. We already fucking told you that, man. What the fuck? Do you listen to me? I told you I'm the one asking questions. Demo man got Demo man? What? The fuck are you? Hell, what the fuck? Alright, that's Rich, a mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of. As king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to. They dare to what? It hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give you a eulogy at your funeral. Bro, you don't even know me. Why are you so mad right now? Like, why don't you chill out, bro? Why are you mad? You are way too angry. Way too angry. You are jumping to conclusions faster than Gallica here. I suppose he's a candidate too. I guess he's a candidate, but he's also a psychopath. Can I talk to you? Yeah, look at you. Well, you're only a foot taller than me. I will punch your fucking lights out.
Hey!
Alright. Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty? Yes! What do you think, Gallica? Heisman, are you sure you can yes, of course I can. You're an odd one. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martina, you could probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Alright, Old Castle Kidnapper. Difficulty 4. Increases courage, but I get 100k. Alright. I need to find and bring Heismate, a notorious criminal tied to serious kidnappings in Martina. Despite his bounty, he has ever evaded capture, and his true identity remains a mystery.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now. I wonder if I had, like, a certain period of time to accept it.
No registration issues, I trust?
Nope.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
I mean, the only issue was that one guy was, like, threatening me to... I don't even know. He's telling me I was gonna die or something. And he wants to speak in my eulogy, and I had no idea who he was. I don't know. He was a fucking weirdo.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, Calico, what the hell are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements.
What does that mean?
How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well,
okay.
Under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title.
I mean, I thought you already
We will
did.
shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the tournament's
Let's
tomorrow.
rest.
Should probably stay inside and rest there. Gallica, you do not tell me what to do. We are going outside, right? We are going outside. See? Here we go. We're going out. I shouldn't go out right now. No, I should. Why won't you let me leave? Oh, guys are so lame. Wait, does this guy have anything?
Fancy a bit of info.
No. Okay.
Hey.
All right, Stroll, talk to me. I asked Fabian for a map of Martira. She gave me the one from Greece's personal effects. It covers the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details. Fabian continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. Okay.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overturned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive me my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised no matter what we're presented with. Yeah, I won't be shocked. What you got for me, Fabian?
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will surely miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Oh, I will. I still have social link shit I gotta do. Alright, what am I supposed to do? Rest up. Okay, I guess it's time to go to sleep. Is Maria in her room?
What?
That's Hulkenberg. She'll get angry if you go in without... Oops, my bad. I haven't seen Maria since I come back from recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. Oh boy, she just run away again? Or is she gonna, like, talk to me while I try to sleep? Bed simple and clear. Alright, yeah. Okay, let's just get some rest. Let's continue on. Let's keep on with the... Keep it on. Rest well. Thank you, Gallica. That's nice of you for once. Oh,
I
here we
come
go.
in?
Oh my god, why can't I just fucking sleep? Why does this always happen? What do you want? What's wrong? Can't sleep? Want to read some? What's wrong?
What's
why
wrong?
why are you bothering me?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll
Yeah.
be cheering for you. So
Uh-huh.
I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
You don't have to worry. I won't tell her.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
It's a promise.
It's a promise. Don't worry.
Right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
All right. Promising return. This is actually a quest. Okay. Maria's waiting for you to return home. Regale her with. Okay.
I never
It's
got
an
a chance to
interesting
say this to
request.
Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
What now? Why does everyone I just want to sleep. Fuck. What is happening?
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you.
Yeah, which is what you're doing
you
right
risked
now.
your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Is Stroll gonna come in here next after we speak? Don't worry about it. That's putting it mildly. You're truly devoted for him. Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Putting it mildly.
Unfortunately, 'tis a vice I may never escape. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I sure do. I do. When you got me thrown out. Yeah, I do. You got me thrown out. I remember
I
that.
remember your stunt getting me flung in the wastes.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another.
Yeah, by having me killed.
'Tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Why does everybody want to read my shit? All right, here we go. More story.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country.
I don't want to get. You know what? I was gonna make a comment. I'm not even gonna get into
Should
it.
they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people.
Yeah, that don't happen ever.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king.
Oh man, if
Quite the
only.
opposite of our own country.
Yeah, same here.
Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age
Well,
of
this is
the
an
new
episode
king
filled with
draws nearer.
cutscenes. Filled with cutscenes. A whole entire episode, just nothing but cutscenes so far. Oh, good. We got an animated one. Finally, I can,
Judah!
I can, you know, give myself a good thumbnail. Who the hell is Juna? Let me see your face. Are you pretty? Are you psycho? Are you cute? You better not get me DMCA'd, Juna. I love the random just concert that's happening right now. Doesn't have a pretty voice, I'm not gonna lie. She's no Taylor Swift or anything, but...
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage.
We're just gonna bring back the head of a person.
Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex.
So he's joining it, okay.
Forden!
All right, I'm still kind of sort of right about this.
Sanctifex Forden!
So he's joining it. If he wasn't joining, I would feel differently about my choice, but he's joining, so okay.
I claim no great ambition,
Or not my choice, but
nor any
my
heated
thinking behind all
calls to
this.
action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
You can't kill me, bro.
So
We've
much for
already
this being
talked
a
about
fair
this.
competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Is he going to descend from the heavens like a G again?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Does
And
that
what
shock you,
becomes of
Galaga?
us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant.
Oh, here we go.
A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Luis really has a thing for the emo kids.
So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen
Somehow that
king
doesn't
embraced
surprise me at all.
sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
Free drinks, all right, count me in.
Uplifting the beautiful and
I
deposing the hideous, it's
don't want the
Milo
throne anymore.
Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Gallica, shut up. I want free drinks.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Wait, are you telling us it's like only us 7 or 8, a 9 or something?
What? An elder?
What is that supposed to?
Disgraceful.
You're
Is this
disgraceful.
the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Yeah, I made the choice to become an elder, you dumb bitch. Oh, and by the way, that
the rider
human,
you applied with still hasn't arrived.
I killed
And,
him.
If it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Oh, we got another animated cutscene.
So,
Interesting. Okay.
contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
Who the fuck is this guy? Wait, that my ride?
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash!
Whoa!
Oh no, whatever we'll do. Oh, did we hurt the crier? He's a piece of shit. Whatever, he's dead.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral!
Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool!
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
I just like flick her off my shoulder, like, get the fuck out of here. Wait, how did I go up by like 800? I ended up standing out more than I expected. I gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage? No, Gallica, it's just a thing that we're just standing. We have no purpose for it whatsoever.
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take that as a compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for our little test run. What is happening right now? We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castletown, I think. Should be a ways south. Okay. Okay. Martira, Old Castletown. A city on the main road between Grand Trad and Port Brilehaven. The old castle looming over the city's center is an incredible sight to behold. Alright.
Wow!
Yeah, okay. Martira, here it is. Down to Martira, hey? On this crass legs, oh, I'd say there'll be 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good? Now cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead. Martira, Old Castletown. Yes, let's go.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. Is it safe? I don't really give a fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't really care.
Oh, but my boy, you've only seen the test run. We'll have you gobsmacked in a couple acres' time, yes? We will. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
I'm not a lady, I'm a guy. What the fuck?
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Noble District Underhill?
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
Well, I'm gonna say this episode's gonna be very easy to edit. The whole thing is a cutscene.
I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, Still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Just keep glazing him.
Yes.
That's what he likes. He likes to be glazed, it seems.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness... Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know
That's a fair
what you're
question, Stroll.
thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
That's very
All I
encouraging.
want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I can't wait to see the answers. I think we can count on him. This is better than nothing. If we die, we die together.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
The boy's bold as brass.
'Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive.
Shit.
So we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline.
Yep.
The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
Diddy, we're coming for you.
Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention.
I think the idea is You can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, well, actually, don't correct me if I'm wrong. Let me be surprised. But I think what Stroll's doing is actually somewhat intelligent. So the idea is, if we capture this criminal who's hunting and, you know, selling children off, it's actually going to boost our popularity more than just killing a monster. Does that make sense? That makes a lot of sense to me. You made the world safer by getting rid of this absolute psychopath who is, by all accounts, a horrible person.
Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon.
Yeah.
A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
Exactly.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely.
Technically, and I'm being serious here, you could classify him as a monster, right? Like, he's not a physical monster, but like he's an emotional monster.
Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent.
Yeah.
What do you think of this plan?
I think it's genius. It's perfect. It sounds impossible. I trust all of you. It sounds impossible.
Can we really do this?
We've got to. And this could be our chance. The bounty's Heismay.
Y'all really want me to be king,
I
huh?
realize
That's the
a little close
stupidest
to
thing
home,
you
Hulkenberg,
could
so if
possibly
you'd rather
imagine.
hang back.
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
Alright, the Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as strategy room, the lounge, and a kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kind of want to see what the engine room looks like. Yeah, we're gonna save that for the next time, because this episode has gone way longer than I thought it would. That was a lot of cutscenes. My God, that was so many cutscenes. But I will say, I'm starting to get a little spicy, and I actually had a lot of fun. That was dead ass. That was so much fun. I laughed my ass off the majority of this episode. There was a lot of emotion, especially with Maria. That was really good. This was a really, really, really good episode for me, personally. So I'm going to end it here. So thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.